New contract in the European League crushed the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark reportedly received a sizable offer from the EuroLeague that she may not be able to refuse. The EuroLeague would be CC's best option given the WNBA's jealousy. She presently gets $28 million over 4 years from Nike and $74,000 from the Indiana Fever, out of a total of $100 million in circulation. Caitlin might become the highest-paid female basketball player if she accepts.
NBA became. Even when Jordan was ascending, and the league clearly saw that that was the dude, and Nike was marketing the living hell out of Michael Jordan. I wanna be like Mike. It was still burning.
The WNBA will be in ruins without Caitlin, which means that no great players will be sponsored, long-term contracts will be terminated, and WNBA players will have to use Spirit Airlines private jets, which they have been begging for all season.
To know that the highest paid WNBA player last season made $300,000. $300,000, the highest. But not only to make more than that, you're gonna make the most money that any woman has ever made in the
Caitlin turned down a $5 million deal before revealing that she loves basketball and isn't asking for more money like other athletes do. This isn't the case with Angel Reese, who behaves like a child while rookies who are 22 years old would like to earn her wage. WNBA players that hated on CC, prepare yourself because if Caitlin moves to Europe, things will change tremendously. It's safe to assume that she will be whining a lot more if she leaves the WNBA.
Drop 50 on us next weekend, you know? So I love her. I think she's the best player. Forget I ever said Paige is the best player in the country. I think she's the best player of all time. I don't know whoever said that I said that Paige is the best player in the country.
The women's basketball industry has been shocked to its core by reports that the EuroLeague is willing to pay Caitlin Clark an extraordinary offer of $100 million. To put that in context, the magnitude of this offer is historic, not just unprecedented. But Caitlin Clark represents something quite different. She is a cultural phenomenon in addition to being a basketball star. Her ability to transcend the game and attract a global audience is what truly makes her the most sought-after commodity in women's sports today, despite her unmatched skills on the court. The EuroLeague is willing to make significant investments in order to elevate women's basketball after spotting this once-in-a-lifetime talent.
Team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her.
This is about the potential for an entire sector to shift toward better financial prospects, not just one person. Caitlin Clark's transfer to the EuroLeague may signal a change in power for the WNBA, which is still having trouble with player pay and viewership, while Europe emerges as the top destination for the world's top athletes.
Sick of people saying that people need to stop hating on Caitlin Clark. Who hates her? Diana Taurasi came out and said, look, it's gonna be an adjustment when Caitlin gets to the WNBA. Y'all watch. And that's exactly what's happening. Angel Reese did the ring gesture to Caitlin, and y'all villainized her ever since. And her and Caitlin literally like each other. They have both come out.
Now, everyone is questioning whether the WNBA can match this degree of financial clout. The league might be forced to watch Caitlin Clark leave for better chances if they are unable to match, or even come close to the offer made by the EuroLeague. What will happen to the WNBA's fan base, sponsorship agreements, and future if she does? This is a possible game, not just a basketball transaction. Because of Caitlin's incredible performances, ability to fill arenas, and captivating personality, the WNBA has been thriving on the excitement and attention she has brought to the league. But as soon as it became apparent that Caitlin might be heading to Europe, the WNBA's euphoria gave way to plain fear. But Caitlin Clark is more than simply a player. She is the athlete who revitalized the league's fan base on her own. She has had a really attractive presence on the court, increasing TV viewership and generating a lot of social media conversation. The league would have to fill the enormous vacuum left by her departure. The WNBA, which is already having trouble drawing both mainstream spectators and media attention, would have a hard time finding a new star. The truth is that nobody can match Caitlin Clark's special combination of talent, charm, and marketability. Both casual viewers and ardent basketball fans will enjoy her as a player. The WNBA might regress years in terms of progress and recognition if she were to go for the EuroLeague.
player in WNBA history to lead the league in assists and three-pointers made, and she has now scored the most points by a guard in a single season in WNBA history. As a rookie, also the first person in history to lead the league in assists and being top 10 in points. I don't think y'all understand how difficult that is.
Not only is losing a top player causing the league to fear, but there could be actual financial consequences as well. Caitlyn's popularity may force major sponsors to reconsider their agreements with the WNBA, many of whom have signed deals with the league. Fans may still swarm arenas, buy memorabilia, or attend the games without Caitlyn. Media networks that have started broadcasting more women's basketball games due to her increased popularity may stop doing so. Caitlin Clark leaving the WNBA might have a significant negative impact on the league.
The ratings aren't the same with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever now eliminated. Game 1 of the Aces Liberty matchup on Sunday drew an average of 929,000 viewers. Was down nearly 50% from last Sunday's Fever Sun contest. By the way, not only was viewership down.
Throughout the season, there has been a faint but discernible undercurrent of jealousy among WNBA players. Given that Caitlin Clark is still in the early phases of her professional career, it is easy to see why she has taken center stage and overshadowed many of the more seasoned players who have been working for players like A.A. Wilson and Angel Reese for years. Both players are exceptionally brilliant in their own way. Seeing Caitlin get all the attention, praise, and now a big offer from Europe has been annoying. Angel Reese, who is known for being vocal, has expressed her disapproval in no uncertain terms. Reese hasn't held shy when discussing the WNBA's pay structure. She made the startling observation that, considering the degree of skill and dedication needed to compete at the highest level of women's basketball, her pay does not even cover her rent.
Yo! I'm living beyond my means! It's like... No, my rent is more than that. It's 8,000. I'm living beyond my means. Like y'all think. Babe, if y'all thought... It's like... Let me stop.
Although players like Rhee and Wilson feel they have put in a lot of work and contributed significantly to the WNBA's growth, they haven't received the same level of international notoriety as Caitlin Clark, whose rapid rise has drawn attention from the sports world. The fact that the EuroLeague is now courting Caitlin with such a big offer makes the players who have battled for years for recognition and simply compensation even more furious. It feels like a slap in the face to see a novice like Caitlin receive such a substantial offer. The fact that the jealousy is about more than just money makes this relationship particularly fascinating. In women's basketball, legends like Angel Reese and A.A. Wilson aspire to be recognized as trailblazers, but they fear that Caitlin Clark's supremacy and potential move to Europe will make them appear peripheral.
We're talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to...
Caitlin Clark's number 22 jersey has reignited interest in women's basketball, and fans turned out to watch her play. The WNBA's attendance and viewership have been directly impacted by her presence on the floor. Because Jersey is a fixture in venues around the country, the league's overall visibility has expanded dramatically. She is a sensation who attracts attention when she takes the court and is more than just a player. For example, the Indiana Fever have seen their biggest viewership in years thanks to Caitlin's star power. Even if she scores points at an exceptional level, her ability to connect with fans is just as crucial. She gives a league that has struggled to stand out excitement, vitality, and most importantly, attention. Should Caitlin depart without her, the WNBA might face an even more severe crisis in viewership. Networks and marketers who have provided funding to the WNBA may reconsider their contracts in light of Clark's marketability. If they lose their most lucrative star, the league, which has been trying to gain momentum, might be set back years. There may be empty seats at the arenas that are now packed with fans eager to see her. Since Caitlin Clark is a brand as well as a player, the WNBA's viewership may drastically drop as a result of her departure. Her career in the league has also been plagued by other players constantly picking on her, either because of her success or the attention she receives. It's hard to dispute that jealousy is at work here in addition to aggressive defense, as Clark has been given more fouls than any other player this season.
Clark, it seems like this entire season, she was the solution for so many things, but so many players, coaches, media people, so many people were also painting her out to be the problem. She could never do enough. She could never speak out enough. Her fans were the issue. Fever fans were
The fact that Clark has been fouled more than any other player shows how her peers view her. They're not just competing for her attention on the court, but also trying to discredit her. Some players have a deeper hostility, as evidenced by the frequency of these infractions. They've chosen to play tough in an effort to scare or slow down Caitlin because they feel that her success poses a threat. Clark's physical and emotional health have suffered as a result of this targeting, and she has been vocal about the challenges of constantly getting fouled. After all, if her WNBA peers are going to treat her like an outsider, why not look into other choices where she could be regarded with the respect she deserves? It's easy to understand why she might be tempted to take her abilities abroad, where she might find less antagonism.
Angel may have exceeded expectations, even more so than Caitlin.
This is about the potential for an entire sector to shift toward better financial prospects, not just one person. Caitlin Clark's transfer to the Euro League may signal a change in power for the WNBA, which is still having trouble with player pay and viewership, while Europe emerges as the top destination for the world's top athletes.